Wait, didn't we just start my last vlog that way?
In the minds of the younger generation.
You didn't have a theme song last time because I just didn't think it was appropriate. So there, you have a theme song, although you've probably seen that before. And if not, then that means you're not watching a lot of my vlogs. Hi, Bluebees. Yeah, it's me. Just thought I'd check in with you. We had some interesting news today. Let me refresh your memory. Last vlog I did about a week ago, Julie had heard from her doctor. She had some biopsies done, and she heard that she had cancer in the girly bits. And, well, come to find out today she does not have cancer. The official story is that apparently when she called the other day, she was waiting for her test results, and she was getting really impatient. She called the doctor's office, and she talked to some nurse, and the nurse wasn't going to tell her the results, and Julie finally said, look, this is my body, this is my health, go ahead and tell me. So the nurse finally said, well, it looks like you do have cancer. And she talked to somebody today, and they said basically that nurse shouldn't have said that Julie doesn't have cancer, that the nurse was misinformed, misreading something, I'm not sure, and indicated that the nurse is going to get fired, which I'm upset about that. I don't think the nurse should get fired over this, unless she does this type of thing a lot. Discipline, sure. Shootout, yeah, but flat out fired, no, I don't think so. I mean, I guess I understand where they're coming from their point of view, that if she continues to give misinformation to people, she runs the risk of them getting extremely upset and worried, and also potential lawsuits and stuff like that. So I guess from their point of view I understand it, but I don't have it in me to be upset with her for that mistake. But really, I just think that God had his hand in all this. I think that God wants Julie to stick around on this planet for a while longer and continue to serve him and do good things for him. So whatever, that's my feeling. If you have a different opinion, that's fine. Whatever you think. The good news is Julie doesn't have cancer after all, or she never did, or it's cleared up or something. I really don't know. I guess it boils down to either, because I don't know if I talked about this like 4 or 5 months ago. She was told she was at high risk for heart attack, and they were all, they needed her to come in and do all these tests, and they were going to get her on a diet immediately because she was such a high risk and she could have a heart attack any minute. And then she goes back in there, and the doctor says, well, all the tests are coming back different now, and you're fine. I mean, this is the second time within the last year that she's gone to a doctor, and they're in a panic at first because they think something serious is going on, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, well, no, nothing's wrong. Although this time they're not saying nothing's wrong. She does still have precancerous cells, and she is still a high risk for cancer, but she's, at least somewhat out of the, and they're going to do some more biopsy. They're going to do some what do you call it, ultrasound, things like that, just to make sure. But yeah, sounds like everything's fine. But with these 2 close calls within a year, where they say, "Oh my gosh, you're acting like she's about to die," and then all of a sudden, "Oh, you're not. You're okay." Either we have really lousy doctors around here, or God's really keeping Julie alive for something. But I tend to think it's probably both. So yeah, we've had a couple of days. We didn't do anything at all as far as going to work. Didn't go to the food pantry. Nothing. We just spent time together for the last 2 days, because we really haven't had a whole lot of time together since we've been married. So we just took a couple of days, and we just did stuff. I mean, we went to the movies twice. We went to see Hugo and also the Muppets. Yes, we're both kind of into family type movies, I guess, right now. Both are excellent. If you haven't seen them, I highly recommend them. Yes, we went to the cheap theater. That's where we're seeing somewhat older films. See, I don't know. We went out and had chili cheese fries at Culver's today, and yesterday we went to this Mexican restaurant and just had jalapeno poppers, and we sat in the bookstore and had hot chocolate yesterday, and we just have been having a ball, just doing all kinds of stuff. We went to a pet store. Julie saw the Fat Pig's video of the hedgehog, and so now she's looking at hedgehogs, but I don't think it's going to happen. She's looking. And I wanted to mention our dear friend, DC Dago Cleo here on YouTube called us the other day. Never actually talked to him on the phone. I've talked to Imperceptible Me over the phone, and I think one other YouTuber, but I can't think of who, and whoever it is will probably kill me now. But yeah, it was really... I don't know. I kind of thought that when he called, because I knew he was going to call at some point, and I kind of thought that, oh my gosh, when he calls, I'm going to get all emotional, and I'm not going to be able to talk to him, and I get so excited, and it was just like talking to your, well, I mean, he is here on YouTube anyway. I would consider my best friend here, if not my best friend all around. So it was just a real thrill to get to talk to him on the phone, and it was very comfortable, and I really enjoyed it, except... I have a cheap phone. It doesn't have a lot of minutes. I have a very, very cheap calling plan, and something about this house that when I try to use my phone in this house, it drops calls a lot. So poor guy had to keep calling back. I couldn't call him. I was trying, but because it was long distance or overseas or whatever, it wouldn't go through. So. But, yeah, DC, it was great to have you call. And I wanted to thank everybody that has been praying for Julie. And, you know, we had a lot of people praying for her. So I just really think that God put his hand in this one. So, yeah, I think that's about all I really want to say. Yeah, we've just had a blast, and we have to go back to work tomorrow. But I guess all good things come to an end. So they say. Yeah, I think we're going to have to do this every couple months or so. Just take a couple of days just for us, because it's a ball. I just really enjoyed it. Yeah, I think that's about it. So take care. Thanks for the prayers, and we love you guys. Bye.
They flaunt the grisly photographs. They fill their ears